2 years ago, and I knew the products worked for me, but life happened. And so I am grateful to be back on this 90-day run with Total Life Changes, because I have seen my mentor do some amazing things while life was happening for me. And so I want to take this time to say I'm very honored and privileged to introduce to you my amazing sponsor, Pam, Pam McCray. Just want to tell you a little bit about her. Pam McCray has been in this industry for direct sales for over 20 years. She said yes one more time. Her weight loss story is inspiring people around the world, and her story has been featured on Business for Home as well as Momentum magazine. She is one half of a power couple, a documented 7-figure earner, and she did it in 17 months. You heard me right. She made 7 figures in 17 months. Now, ladies, I like to bring to you on the line a stay-at-home mom going mompreneur. Miss Pam McCray, are you on the line?
Absolutely, Bernita. I am on the line and would not miss it for the world. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you loud and clear. Take it away.
Awesome. Well, I want to tell you, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. It is such a pleasure to be in business with you, as you definitely said yes. You said yes to change. We're excited about the next 90 days as lives are being changed all around the world, as we truly continue to share something phenomenal with so many people, as they are definitely saying yes to our products, saying yes to our opportunity. And so to all of the guests that have been invited to this very private call by Bernita, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Project 1000. Welcome to something that we know without a shadow of a doubt will absolutely change your entire life. So I'm not sure if you're jumping on here this beautiful Sunday afternoon because you heard that yes, you could say yes and lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Perhaps you're jumping on here this afternoon and you're saying, you know what, I heard that there's some incredible stories of some phenomenal people that truly are saying yes, and they are bringing about physical and financial change. Whatever your reason is, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. We are truly excited because I want you to know that one yes began to turn my entire life around. So if you're jumping on here and you're watching me today, then I say congratulations. If you're dialing in and you're listening today, then I say congratulations to every single one of the guests that have been invited to this very private call. You see, there could have been anyone on here this afternoon, but this is something in which Bernita wanted to share with some very special people, some people that she wanted to be able to introduce this to, as she now is going to move forward, as she now has realized that, you know what, I'm in the midst of something pretty amazing. Let me go ahead and take this to the next level. So whereas this could have been very large, you all have the opportunity to, number one, grab a hold of these products, become one of her first VIP customers, or perhaps you're somebody listening in this afternoon and you're looking for not just physical change, but also financial change. Well, I want you to know that that is what you've been invited to hear about tonight. You see, I want you all to know that it was just a little over 3 years ago. You see, 3 years ago when one yes began to turn our entire life around. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that I was simply a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home mom that had a dream on the inside of me that made a decision to never give up. You see, my husband and I, we've been in the industry of direct sales for over 20 years. And I don't know if you can imagine showing up to work and never getting a paycheck. Well, that's been our story because we tried business after business. I don't know if any of you on here this afternoon have tried something in life where you just kind of put your hands to it and you ended up failing. Well, that was me. But I also want you to know that I made a decision that, you know what, I still need to believe. Why? Because we had the 9-to-5 jobs. My husband was an engineer, truly gave up himself to corporate America for over 25 years. But I don't know if you can imagine living paycheck to paycheck, even having a 6-figure a year income. But I also want you to know this afternoon that you're looking at someone who used to be very shy. You're listening and looking at someone who used to be a woman, a mother, a wife who did not fully understand my purpose. But it's something about when you begin to realize and recognize the greatness that God has put on the inside of you, that greatness will begin to come out of you. And so a lot of the things that used to stop me, a lot of the things that I used to allow fear to keep me from getting involved in, I want you to know that I simply made a decision that I would push through the fear, that I would begin to manifest the dreams that God had put on the inside of me, because I made a decision that, you know what, I am not going to give up. Well, a little over 3 years ago, one yes began to turn it around. And it's simply because we were sick and tired of being sick and tired. You see, you're listening to someone and looking at someone who knows what it feels like to file bankruptcy, not just once, but twice. And we attempted it, ladies and gentlemen, a third time. You're also listening and looking at someone tonight who knows what it feels like to go through repossession. But I can tell you what did it for me was the very day in which my husband and I, we had to make a decision. And that decision, ladies and gentlemen, was, do we eat or do we ride? And on that day, when I had to watch my husband go and sell the last vehicle that we had, you see, that did something to me on the inside, because not only did he go and sell the last vehicle, but I remember having to watch my husband walk home that day because we were so broke. We didn't even have enough money for him to take a taxi cab home. He walked home with that check in his hand. And I said, never again, because he had sacrificed of himself, never being home with the family, literally giving up himself to corporate America. And the job kept failing us time and time again. And so that's when I began to realize that, you know what, in order to bring about change, that I need to be the change. I began to realize that the definition of insanity, ladies and gentlemen, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different to happen. Well, a little over 3 years ago, we decided to step out on faith. How many of you have ever said, you know what, let me just do something in order to have something different happen in my life? And so that's what ended up happening. We ended up moving our family to beautiful, sunny Miami, Florida. We left Atlanta, Georgia, which truly was a place that we lived for 9 years. And we called it the McCray Family Adventure. Can you imagine? You see, we gave our children one suitcase. We said, what doesn't fit doesn't come. And we had a plan, but we did not know the full plan of what God was going to allow us to go through. But I'm thankful because I began to realize that the greater the struggle, the greater the victory. So imagine in the midst of all of this, looking up and right around the holiday season time of 2014, corporate America saying goodbye to my husband after he gave up himself for over 25 years. Can you imagine that? But hold on one second, guys. So I'm hearing some background noise. All right. Little technical difficulty. All right, we got this. All right, and so imagine that. And so we looked up, no job, no money, right around Thanksgiving of 2014. And so I quickly began to realize, along with my husband, that, you know what, with corporate America, there is no loyalty. What if that plan A failed and there's no plan B? And so we found ourselves literally struggling, literally going from a place in a position where we had it all together. Our money beginning to dwindle as the contracts would come and they would go. And now looking up and there's no job. So not realizing though, by the top of 2015, we would find ourselves in a different position. Homeless, ladies and gentlemen. But we have an incredible young lady who's not just a friend, but she's our coach. And she happens to be the #1 female network marketer in the entire world. I'm going to show you a picture of her. Her name is Miss Stormy Wellington. And this is her. And see, I've been able to watch her go from the bottom to the top, now a multi-million-dollar person in this industry. And all because she said yes, we made a decision to say yes one more time. And so, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine, after failing in an industry for over 20 years, literally looking up and in less than 30 days, your life completely turning around? You see, we have something called the 30-33 movement. And that's where, can you imagine beginning to make a decision to just take back your health? You see, 30 minutes of simple exercise, cardio, taking a walk to literally help your heart health, because we cannot ever realize wealth without first and foremost having health in our bodies. So 30 minutes a day for 30 days to now create a lifestyle, because anything you do for 21 days becomes a habit. With 3 simple products, I'm gonna share with you those products in a few moments and just a little more. But imagine now I began to sip on a simple cup of tea, just like this, ladies and gentlemen. And in less than 31 days, I was able to drop 20 pounds and my life completely turned around. As a matter of fact, this is my story. And it was really just belly fat. Ladies, any of you know about that belly fat? And so this was me with the belly fat, if you could see this. And when I lost those 20 pounds in 31 days, I began to share my incredible testimony. I began to let everybody know all I did was sip on a simple cup of tea that I'll tell you more about in a few moments. And my life completely began to turn around. You see, I didn't realize that that 30-day story was going to turn into $22,000 in less than 60 days as I began to sip on this tea and share that testimony, that simple testimony. But I can tell you that in an industry that we failed in, my husband and I, we looked up, and in less than 7 months' time, I want you to know that I was able to earn my family as a stay-at-home mom over $250,000. Life quickly began to change. You see, I began to realize this is not about me. This is about the lives that God is connecting to me. This is about the lives that I'm called to help to change. And we kept building this business. And as a result of it, I want you to know that my husband and I, we were able to become documented 7-figure earners. We did it in 17 months. This is my husband and I, and it's all because we made a decision to never give up and to stick to the plan. And so today I'm excited because Bernita thought about you. She thought about you in order to share with you some powerful products that are changing lives all around the world. You see, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing like being able to go to event after event and having stories and people come up to you with tears in their eyes, all because of some products that have been able to change their entire life around. And so what I want to share with you today is a phenomenal company that goes by the name of Total Life Changes. You're going to hear some amazing stories on here tonight. I want you to know that results truly depend and they vary on the amount that you're willing to put in if you decide to grab a hold of the compensation plan. But the products flat out work, ladies and gentlemen. So it's called Total Life Changes. I'm going to refer to it as TLC. We have an incredible CEO and founder who goes by the name of Mr. Jack Fallon. You see, this is him right here. You see, Mr. Fallon literally had a vision 18 years ago. And his vision was to give us some high quality, all natural products that give us immediate results. How many of you listening and watching in this afternoon, you like immediate? We live in a right now society. The world wants to, not just lose weight, right? And get healthy, but our product will help you to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. But we want to figure out how we can lose 5 pounds in 5 minutes. Well, because of his tenacity and making a decision to never give up, we now have this amazing company with some phenomenal products. This is his right-hand man, Mr. John Licari. You see, we have a comp plan that's unlike to any other. And he makes sure that every single week we have that additional paycheck coming in our household. So a phenomenal company, all because of a vision that's not just here in the United States, but can you imagine having a home-based business? Have any of you ever dreamed of having a home-based business, being able to work from the comfort of your home? Maybe you have some goals and some dreams on the inside of you that you want to give birth to, and you're just looking for a vehicle in order to leverage that, because that's what TLC is doing. And so now we have all of these products, over 50 of them, tapping into a lot of different industries, shipping all over the world in 150 countries. But let me start off and tell you about my favorite product. You saw me hold it up here, right here, this cup of tea. All we do is sip. It's real simple. You make it, 1 pack of this makes enough for an entire week, but it's called our IASO tea. Some people like IASO, I like AASO, some people call it IASO. But it's the #1 detox tea in the entire world. It's really not a weight loss tea. It's known as our lose 5 pounds in 5 day product, and it flat out works, ladies and gentlemen. But it's a all natural detox tea packed with all herbs. I know you can't see them, but there's no stimulants in it. So you simply sip on it twice a day and the weight goes away. So you were able to hear that. That's what I began to do. When I began to sip, I lost that 20 pounds in 31 days and my life completely turned around. But I remember Coach Stormy giving me this pack of tea. And in the beginning, I didn't drink it. I kind of tossed it to the side, didn't think anything else about it. But she called me about 2 weeks later and she said, Pam, give me back my pack of tea, because she drank it and she ran out. Well, she also went on to let me know that she's someone who's dependent upon prescription drugs just to use the restroom. She was irregular. A lot of women suffer from that, all right? There's actually an illness attached to that. And that was her. Well, within 24 hours, this tea sent her to the restroom, and that was huge. Not only that, she lost 10 pounds in 10 days. Her sister Jackie lost 21 pounds in 2 weeks. And so as you can see, what I ended up doing when I heard those stories was I began to sip, and now my life has completely turned around. So the first thing that you want to do is detox. Lose 5 pounds in 5 days with our Iaso tea. This is the first product that's a part of the 30-33 movement that's now changing lives all over the entire world. We have a lot of products that's really tapping into weight loss. Another one, I don't have in front of me, but we have a product called the Resolution. Okay, this one will actually help you to lose 1 to 3 pounds a day. Comes with a 1,200 calorie diet plan. I have a young lady on here this afternoon that's going to share her incredible testimony on what she was able to do, and she leveraged that Resolution product. Phenomenal. But I want to tell you now, move over into the health and wellness industry. You see, baby boomers are really tired of taking prescription drugs, you know. One drug leads to something else happening in our bodies. And so people are looking for natural ways in order to be able to feel great. And that's what our products are doing. And so we have a product called the NutriBurst. How many of you listening this afternoon, you take some pill form vitamin? I know some people are calling in, so I really can't see who's on here, but I know that Jade is on here definitely watching. So how many of you take a pill form vitamin? Well, think about this. Those pill form vitamins are really to no avail because they go into our bodies and our bodies can't absorb them. They can only absorb about 10 to 20%. But can you now imagine having a liquid vitamin that's packed with 72 minerals, 19 amino acids? 1 tablespoon is like you eating 10 salads. And I don't know about you, I haven't found anybody that's excited about eating 10 salads in a day. But 1 tablespoon is going to give you that. So what it does is it feeds your cells. It helps with mental clarity. It helps with energy. You take it, you will feel absolutely great. But I want to just share with you a phenomenal testimony of my dad, who is 93 years old. And as a result of it, I also want to just share with you that about a little over 2 years ago, my dad was flat on his back. This is his personal testimony. He stopped responding to us. He would not communicate with us. His memory was getting very, very bad. He's 93 today. On top of it, he was put on hospice, literally given about 7 months to live. Well, I decided to put him on this NutriBurst. My dad today, full-blown conversations, memory incredible, been wheelchair bound for over 2 years, has been able to get up, take steps. On top of it, about 6 months in, I got a phone call, and it was hospice. And they said, Ms. McCray, this doesn't normally happen, but your dad no longer qualifies for our services. Well, about 2 weeks ago, my dad was actually, he contracted a UTI, and the first time he's ever been in a hospital. And I can tell you that it was so severe, ladies and gentlemen, that truly he was septic. His body was septic, 93 years old. So a UTI can absolutely take you out. But I can tell you that I continued to give him this NutriBurst. White blood count was way up through the roof. I went to the hospital. I gave him this NutriBurst along with another product that I'll share with you called Archaga. And I want you to know that in less than a week's time, my dad has been released back to the assisted living facility that he resides in and is doing very, very well. So I can tell you this NutriBurst is an incredible product, changing lives all over the entire world. And I just want to show you, if you can see this, this was my dad 2 years ago. You see, flat on his back. This is my dad, literally today, and what he looks like. And even after that hospital bout a little over a week ago, he is still looking phenomenal. So I can tell you that it's a product that's changing lives. But I also want to just let you know about another product now as I move into the energy industry. But that Chaga, write it down. Just Google the many benefits of that one. CHAGA. It's anti-everything. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps with joint pains, a lot of different things within the body. It goes into your body. It's going to seek out what's not functioning as it should and help to bring it back to its normal state. It's an antioxidant, it's anti-cancer, it's phenomenal. But now let me move over to those that need some energy, because this is the third product that's a part of the 30-33. It stands for natural raw energy. I hope that no one watching or listening in, you drink those unhealthy drinks like that Red Bull, that Monster, any of those, right? But think about this, because whether you drink them or not, the world does. All you have to do is walk into a gas station or into a grocery store. What do you see all the time? Those drinks, right? because the world is tired. We're working 10, 12 hours a day. We're sitting in traffic for 2 to 4 hours a day. And so therefore, people need something just to make it through. Well, we have an all natural energy capsule called the NRG, which stands for natural raw energy. It's going to turn on the energy, right? But it's also going to turn off the appetite because it burns about 300 to 600 calories a day. It also has a component in it called 5-HTP. It's known as the happy pill. So we're taking this NRG, we're smiling a whole lot bigger. Why? Because these products are really changing some lives and it's giving us the energy that we need. It helps also with mental clarity. It helps with focusing. It just helps you with staying on task. So it's a phenomenal product. We have an incredible young lady by the name of Miss Natalie Nicole Smith. She's 29 years old. She said yes because of this product, because from a young age, she was put on medication just to pay attention, just to stay focused. A lot of our children are put on these meds that really aren't good. And so that was her. Well, she got started with this NRG. I want you to know no longer is Natalie on those medications. This NRG has changed her life to the point of her saying yes to this company. And as a rookie, never doing a business like this, she's now a documented $250,000 earner, was able to pay off over $50,000 in student loan debt in her very first year, all because of this NRG. So that's another product. Then I just want to quickly let you know if there's some coffee lovers on here this afternoon. We have an incredible coffee that goes by the Cafe Delgada. So if you want to lose some weight and drink your morning cup, that's this one. This is our slimming coffee. I lost 6 pounds in 2 days from a cup of coffee. So phenomenal. We also are doing something that has never been done in this industry before. We're saving relationships and marriages because we have some all natural products that's doing just that. We tap into the sexual performance industry. Yes, I said it. At the end of the day, we want healthy relationships all around, right? Physical, we want our physical health. We want our relationships to be healthy. So we have the Strike Up for men, all right? And then we have the Love for ladies. And this strike right now is truly going to enhance the sexual performance for up to 24 hours in a male, but it also is very powerful. It's all natural, so no negative side effects. It's likened to that little blue pill, not gonna name it, but it kind of rhymes with Niagara, okay? But this is all natural, so nothing negative. As a matter of fact, it helps to maintain a healthy prostate, which is very important. Then I always say that Mr. Fallon, we love him because he stays on the cutting edge of everything, always giving us something new. And so he came out with the Strike Extreme. This one, same health benefits, only lasts for 6 days. So an amazing product. I always tell the ladies, watch out, okay? But those two are phenomenal. Then we have the Love for ladies. He didn't forget about us. This one increases libido, moisture, mood, does so many different things, all natural. It's going to also, ladies, help to balance our pH. So it helps with menopausal issues, does some phenomenal things. And I always say, when you take and you put these products together, you now have what we call fun, vibrancy back into the bedroom, which is absolutely, definitely necessary in relationships. So these products are really changing lives. No other company out there is doing that with all natural products that flat out work. Now, the last industry that I'm gonna touch on, because I can go on and on with the products. And as you can see, I'm very passionate because they work. But I wanna tell you about a product that's a part of our skincare line called the Emu Oil. As you can see, we use it a lot. This bottle is empty that I picked up. But 100% Emu Oil, this one is going to penetrate 7 layers deep. So if you have any pain, you just rub it on, literally, and it's going to help to eliminate the pain. It also grows back in our edges, ladies. If we have the thinning from wearing braids and weaves and things of that nature, gentlemen, it grows back in that landing pad that begins to happen on the top of the head. You just rub it in and it works. But it also helps with any kind of skin issue. You name it, Google the many benefits, ISO oil, Emu oil, whatever you want to know, and you'll see how great it works. It's also a product that you can consume. So if you have a sore throat coming on, this product will definitely help. It's amazing. So you want to Google the many benefits of this one. So you've been able to hear about some phenomenal products that are definitely life-changing. And I want you to know that these products are now beginning to share and spread into the world, and people's lives are being changed as a result of it. So if you just wanted to hear about the products, then definitely get back with Bernita and say yes to the products. I did not even mention that as far as the IASO tea, it comes in instant formula where now we love it because if you're a person that's on the go, you can just open up a pack, pour it in a bottle of water, shake it, drink, voila, it flat out works. Lose those 5 pounds in 5 days on the go. So I'm excited now because I have an incredible young lady, as you can see, who just chimed in, who is right here in the Miami, Florida area. And I'm excited that she said yes, because she said yes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to share her story, but I just want to say I was able to watch this young lady cross the stage, getting an income award that I'll let her share on this call. And she's a mom and she's doing this thing, a single mom. She's doing this thing on a very part-time basis, but you have to hear her story. So without further ado, Ms. Gwen Bennett, jump on here and share with all of Bernita's guests what TLC has been able to do for you so far.
Absolutely. Coach Pam, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I'm excited. I'm excited today. I mean, it has been an amazing ride here at Total Life Changes. You know, I was just introduced to this pack of tea, and it was just a simple question. Do anybody I know want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? And I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, in the first 2 weeks of drinking this tea, sipping, as you saw Miss Pamela McCray do, sipping on this tea, I lost 13 pounds my first 2 weeks drinking the tea. I was excited about that. And this $1 million mouthpiece, I began to tell all my friends about it and what this product was doing, detoxifying my body. But I wanted to dig just a little bit deeper, and I tapped into those resolution drops. And like Coach Pam said, it is definitely a coach in a bottle, 1 to 3 pounds a day. And I lost 14 pounds in 7 days. That's right, 14 pounds in 7 days. I wanted to be in a size 6 for my 46th birthday. I am actually carrying this size 6. I'll be 48 this year, and the size 6 feels great. My body feels great. My health is great. You know, we also use the NutriBurst. I'm going to tell you something. We do not cross the threshold of our home without taking that NutriBurst, because it builds a force field around our bodies, our immune system. My son, chronic asthmatic, you know what? And guys, let me tell you something. Kaden used to be in and out of the hospital up to 5 times in ICU. When I began to give him this NutriBurst, building up his immune system, he has not been hospitalized. He hadn't been hospitalized for 2 years because of this particular product. And I'm going to just get into the financial aspect of it. Let me tell you something. Coach Pam told you guys, I build this on a part-time basis. I'm going to say part-time, because I work a 9 to 5, which turns out to be sometimes a 9 to 9. And guess what? I still find time to talk about Total Life Changes. I still find time to let people know about these products. I still find time to let them know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel of this working for the man, working for someone else, because Total Life Changes has given me the opportunity to take care of a lot of financial issues that I had and I accrued, assisting my daughter the last 2 years of college, taking care of a lot of her bills. I'm not talking about just little small bills. We talking rent, we talking car note, we talking insurance, all of those different things. If you know, by having a college student there and just being able to clean up my credit and do a lot of different things that I wanted to do with Total Life Changes and still have a healthy way of living. So Total Life Changes has been nothing but that, a 360. Thank God for Coach Pam's yes. I thank God for Coach Nate's yes, because I was able to say yes to this phenomenal company, and it has done nothing but amazing things in my life. So thank you so much for letting me share. Bernita, congratulations. Thank you so much for allowing me to share to your panel. I appreciate every moment to talk about this company.
Wow, thank you so much, Gwen, for taking time out of your Sunday to jump on and share your incredible testimony. Super excited about our future. Know that the next 90 days, we're going to change even more lives. So ladies and gentlemen, again, you've been able to hear phenomenal testimony. You've been able to hear about some amazing products that could stand alone if there was not a compensation plan. But I'm going to quickly let you know, for those of you, there may be somebody listening or watching it, you're looking for something, maybe just to bridge the gap. Maybe you're looking to just create an additional stream of income. I don't know, maybe an extra $250 to $1,000 a week can change your life. Because I know that when we were broke, if we could have just had that little bit of money to be able to put a meal on the table, to be able to pay a bill, it definitely would have helped. And even today, that amount definitely helps. But I want to quickly share with you, not just any compensation plan, but the #1 comp plan in the entire world that literally people are saying yes, not just here in the United States, but all over the world, now bringing change to their life in third world countries where they're accustomed to getting just a couple hundred US dollars a month. Now documented 5- and 6-figure earners are happening in South Africa, in the Dominican Republic. And so you all watching have that same opportunity as Project 1000 continues into 2018, representing change. So let me let you know that this comp plan, we actually get paid not just one way, but 5 powerful ways. So if you're taking notes, write down 1 through 5. The first way is very simple. I can go through this very quickly. Retail commissions. And I want to ask all of you on here tonight, who do you know that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? I know that you could think of everybody. So many people that want to lose some weight. I've been out. Our daughter had a horse show this weekend, her very first. And as I talk to the horse moms out there, they're like, everybody is talking about belly fat. They're talking about losing some weight. And so it's an amazing opportunity. And now you have something all natural to share. So what's going to happen is when you say yes, you'll be given a free state-of-the-art website in which you can simply just send people to. How did Ms. Gwen Bennett become a documented 5-figure earner? Well, she's at work most of the time. So she leverages her website. People go there, they place an order, and TLC is going to cut you a check. They even ship the product. So you don't have to worry about any of that. So now people go to your website, they decide to order what we call those 3 products, the tea, the NutriBurst, and the NRG. This is actually known as a Get Fit Kit. Well, if they go and place that, this kit costs $150 for these 3 products. Each product is roughly about $50 each. So they decide to get this whole kit. You're going to earn $60 off of every single order because every product has volume attached to it. So imagine you doing this a couple times a week, 5 times a week. People decide to get started. People decide to join the 30-33 movement, and you're going to now create $300, $400, $500 a week just on retail commissions. So it's very, very powerful. Now, I can tell you also what's very strong, because maybe you're somebody watching, listening in tonight, and you like to make some everyday money. Well, when I went out to this horse show this weekend, and everywhere I go, I carry product. I carry this tea. This NRG comes in samples, the coffee, everything, you know, the instant tea. I walk around with all of this product. And so now as I'm having conversations, people say to me, hey, and they ask me about this little bracelet. Wait a minute, lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Absolutely. Well, we pay $10 for 1 pack of this tea. It makes enough for an entire week for a person to lose those 5 pounds, a gallon. So they sit and they drink. Well, what happens when a person gets results? Absolutely. They're going to come back and say, how can I get more? And so we're able to retail 1 pack for $20. So you can do this over and over and over again and make money every single day here at Total Life Changes. Now, the second way we get paid here at TLC is what we call a fast start bonus. This is real simple. You know how you refer someone to a movie or to a restaurant and we don't get paid? Well, TLC says, listen, when you talk about these products and you share these products and people get results and they now want to also distribute the products just like you, they partner with you, they're going to give you a 50% commission. You see, this is called the 50-50-50 compensation plan, because we get 50% on all of our retail orders when people go and place an order on our website, right? But we're also going to receive 50% fast start bonuses. So if a person decides to actually join the business for that same $150, this Get Fit Kit, we have a lot of different packages from $100 all the way up to $1,500. But if they get in at this level, you just earn $60, right? And so it's very strong. You're able to earn this money over and over and over again. Now, the third way, you may not understand, but I just want to share with you. It's called timing and positioning. It means now you're able to get into position in a company that nobody knows about TLC. You see, we're not internationally known yet. We're just now beginning to grow. So imagine you being the one to make the NutriBurst a household name, or the tea, as we now begin to share it. And you're in position. So once you lock in your spot, what's so powerful is this is Bernita's first launch. You see, she got into position, but now she's ready to build. She's ready to share these products. So she has top positions. So you get in and you're able to get in front of this movement, as we're now putting 1,000 people into her team over the next 90 days. you have the opportunity to be on top and benefit from everybody that now begins to come in after you. So you'll have people who you don't know now getting in the business who become a part of your team. Now, once you get in, you only need to know 2 people, one on your left, one on your right, to activate this binary to where now you're able to earn commissions up to $20,000 a week. And you may be saying, is that real? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is. My husband and I, we've been able to max out the binary, making $20,000 in 1 week, not counting the other 4 ways that we get paid. We have incredible business partners, Jeff and Janella Simpson, right down here in Miami. They've been maxing this binary out for the last couple of weeks strong. So I can tell you that people are doing it, and it's very powerful. But now the 4th way we get paid is what we call a check match. This is also a 50% commission. So here's what happens with this. When you personally introduce this business to someone and they get paid on that binary, you're going to get a 50% check match. This is your third 50%. So for instance, we personally enrolled Bernita into the business. Let's say that Bernita goes out and for the week, she makes a $2,000 bonus on that binary. She gets her $2,000, but we're going to get a $1,000 check match. If someone makes $1, you get 50 cents. We also personally enrolled Ms. Gwen Bennett, right? So we have other people that we brought into the business. She's a documented 5-figure earner. She earned 5 figures, and imagine us getting half. That's the power of our compensation plan. And now the last way that we get paid, and that's just the first generation, because that check match actually goes up to a 100% bonus payout. Because now when Bernita goes out, and let's say Jade and all the people that are dialed in, listening on the phone lines, you decide to get started, you become our 2nd generation, and we're able to earn an additional up to 50%, anywhere between 10% and 50%. So that's a 100% bonus payout. But the last way is what we call a lifestyle bonus. You see, once you are a part of Total Life Changes and you now begin to build, my husband and I, we are national directors. You go national and TLC is just going to give you $1,500 a month for you to do whatever you want with it. I can tell you this is one of the ways in which we've been able to truly be able to put our son, our 18-year-old son, into one of the top boarding schools for his senior year in order to pursue his dreams. And so as a result of it, TLC is now paying and changing lives with this lifestyle bonus. So that is the #1 compensation plan in the entire world, where you're now able to leverage this compensation plan along with phenomenal products that flat out work and begin to not just create physical, but also some financial change. So as I close this thing out, you may be saying, okay, how can I get started? How can I become a customer? All you have to do is text Bernita, send her a message, give her a call and say, you know what? I am excited about these products and I want to become one of your VIP customers. How can I get the Get Fit kit? How can I get some of this tea or some of this NRG or some of this NutriBurst or all of the products? And we have a lot more. See, I didn't even mention that we just came out with some toothpaste called the Lucida, in which we are going to be able to smile brighter in just a few moments as that product is launching. So a lot of different products. So definitely become a customer because we love customers. And if you're saying, you know what, well, I want physical, but I also want to grab a hold of this financial change. It's real simple. To partner with us in this business, all you do is choose a product pack that ranges anywhere between $100 all the way up to $1,500. There's $200, there's $300, there's $500, there's $1,500. There's the Get Fit kit that I shared for $150, any of it. It doesn't matter where you start. It just matters that you make a decision to start. And the amount to actually join the business is only $35. That's going to give you a business kit with all your brochures, all of these phenomenal magazines for you to start your business. This is a true home-based business. And so TLC sets you up in order for you to definitely go out and win. So Project 1000 is real. And if you can see this necklace on my neck, it represents my commitment to this movement. You see, ladies and gentlemen, lives are being changed all over the entire world. And I'm committed. You see, I simply bought into a vision that's bigger than myself. And I allow nothing and no one to get in the way. You see, this means that I know without a shadow of a doubt that in 2018, we're going to help 1,000 families change physically and become documented 6-figure earners. It's not a question of will we get it done. It's a question of will you make the decision to get back with Bernita tonight and say, you know what, I want to be one. Because story after story has been created. And that is what is a part of this Momentum magazine. And before I close out, I want to share an incredible story of one of my business partners who said yes, because I've been able to watch this woman grow into an amazing, beautiful butterfly. She's a philanthropist. She's no stranger to success. She's actually an NFL wife who was going through a lot in the very beginning. You know, her mental state was just, you know, she was in a state of depression, literally. But I can tell you, she said yes. And this product right here, the NRG, began to change her entire life, ladies and gentlemen. And as a result of her saying yes, she already had a mission and a vision of feeding 1,000 children in Swaziland. And she was already doing it, but she wanted to be able to further that mission. Well, as a result of her yes, a rookie in this industry, she was Rookie of the Year. She was able to become a $250,000 earner, Miss Shanita Foster, in her very first year. She now is a documented 7-figure earner in 3 years' time. But she said yes to South Africa in the top of 2017. And as a result of her, she's created a movement called the 1,000 Dreams Movement. And I could tell you story after story after story. I had the honor of being in South Africa a couple months ago and to see the lives that have been changed in a country that was accustomed to making a couple $100s a month, now being able to purchase their first car, cash, now being able to move into apartments and homes, cash, now being able to literally live day by day and be able to put money in their pocket every single day, documented 5- and 6-figure earners in a country that truly was not experiencing freedom. That's what's happening around the world. So I have to give it up to Miss Shanita Foster, and you can be the next story as we are taking this thing to the next level. And that's why you've been invited here on this very private Zoom tonight. So definitely send that text message, give Bernita a call and say, you know what, I am ready for change. So Bernita, I want you to come back on, unmute yourself, close out this phenomenal Zoom with all of your guests as they are definitely ready to say yes. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Coach Pam. I greatly appreciate you. You are awesome and amazing, phenomenal woman, and I want to say thank you. And also to my guests, I want to say if you want to be a customer, or if you want to, you know, jump on this 90-day run with me and let's get healthy as well as we make extra cash, please give me a call or a text. And again, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy afternoon to join me on this Zoom party. Have a wonderful, happy Sunday, and God bless.